Can we put aside the terrible idea that humanity is a virus infecting the earth? Separating nature from humans is a recent idea, starting in Europe a few centuries ago. But many societies in the world, I think most, would find a division between humans and nature strange, or worse, dangerous, because it builds a barrier between us and the animals and plants, the weather and landscapes, which really do shape our lives from before birth until the day we must die and return to the earth in order to make room for those who come after. However detached from it some of us feel, it's nature that still sustains and feeds us. Our stomachs, obviously, but also our hearts and our souls. I think most people who work close to the earth, even in the so-called developed countries, most would agree with this. Nature is beautiful, we all know this. But so are people, well, not me, but humanity is still beautiful, in spite of all the cruelty and fear we see in the world. We have to bring humanity and nature back together again. They've never really been apart, but we now have to understand again, to embrace their unity, their oneness. We have to tear down the walls we've built trying to divide them. Indigenous and tribal peoples are good at this. They're the best guardians of the natural world, but tragically and criminally, we're still destroying them and their lands. The key, the true key, to a new conservation for our futures is to recognize for the first time that biodiversity depends on human diversity and that we need to fight for both. And we need to fight against the racism and sectarianism which oppresses and divides people and pushes them off their lands. Let's put people back in the picture. As my friend, the Amazon shaman, Davi Kopenawa says, I am nature. Humanity is nature. My cry is that biodiversity relies on human diversity, and we have to fight for both, for tribes, for nature, for all humanity.